check in with Santa Claus here in just a little while. Glad to have you along tonight again. This is our first ever Santa Claus show. We're going to have some fun with it tonight, and really it's for the kids. So I want you to phone the neighbors, wake the kids, or wake the kids, phone the neighbors, however you want to do it. Gather them around the radio, gather them around the computer, because you can hear this online as well tonight. Our Santa Claus show comes to you on 103.7 FM, also on 1220 AM. You can follow the link on our website and Facebook page to listen online through our KOFO YouTube page and join us that way as well. So, again, we're going to check in here in just a little bit to the North Pole, but what I want to do is explain a little bit how this works in the Santa Claus show since we're brand new to this. We've got KOFO North Pole Express mailboxes out at various sponsor locations in our KOFO listening area, and the owners of these businesses have been granted elf status, if you will, for a few weeks. What that means is they get to gather the letters dropped off by your children, and then they send them straight to the jolly old elf himself that same day. So what we're going to do is talk to Santa on these evenings of the Santa Claus show, which will be plentiful between now and Christmas. We're going to roll these many nights and talk to Santa himself and read some of these letters, a lot of these letters from the kids. We're also going to take your phone calls. 242-1220 is the phone number. A lot of kids, you know, when they're a little younger, they're a little nervous when they see Santa Claus. They want to meet him, and then they see him face-to-face, and they get a little scared. So the best way to maybe break that ice would be to have him talk to Santa on the phone first, and then the next time they actually see Santa, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable about it. So 242-1220, we'll take some calls a little bit later tonight, and we'll let your kids talk to Santa Claus here on the KOFO Santa Claus show. So here's the deal with the mailboxes. We've got sponsor locations all around, like I said, the listening area, and what we want you to do is to either take your child, or you can take the letter yourself to these locations, put it in the Express North Pole mailbox, if you will, and you'll see them sitting right up on the counters of all these locations that we've got. I'm going to give to you, and all you got to do is just put it right in the mailbox. You don't have to ask for permission. You don't have to ask anybody, hey, can I put this in here? That's where it goes, and that's what we want you to do. It's the North Pole Express mailbox. You can't miss it. It's got the KOFO logo on there, got a picture of Santa Claus himself. So you put that right in the mailbox, and like we said, that's going to go right to Santa and right to the North Pole. So the sponsor locations you can stop at around town, Kansas State Bank is our title sponsor for the Santa Claus show, and Kansas State Bank, by the way, is going to have Santa there at their location on North Main on December the 15th. So you can stop by, bring your child in the afternoon. We'll be broadcasting live that day. I'll be there. Brad will be there. And, of course, jolly old St. Nick will be there at Kansas State Bank as well. That's December 15th. We'll talk more about that as we get closer to that date here on the Santa Claus show. Also, you can drop off your letters at the other locations, Bob Allen Ford in South Ottawa, Morningstar Care Homes in Ottawa and Baldwin City, Ottawa Recreation Commission, 15th and Ash, DIY Supply in South Ottawa, Pizza Time downtown, Sears in downtown. If you're in Wellsville, drop by Leighton Real Estate. They've got a Santa North Pole Express mailbox as well. High Tech Relief Center downtown Ottawa, El Sol Mexican Restaurant also downtown, and Liberty Pond and Gold in the 100 block there of North Main in Ottawa. So those are your locations. We'll mention them more as the evening goes on. You can call us at 242-1220. You can also find that list, by the way, on our KOFO website and on our KOFO radio Facebook page for all those locations, and we'll be giving you that again plenty of times through the evening. So that's how it works. All we want you to do is, like you said, get the kids around the radio and maybe around the computer, maybe get their list ready, be sure they've been on the nice list, that kind of stuff, because we're going to talk to the jolly old elf himself here and do that here in just a second. In fact, so what we've got is we've got this line, this incredibly good phone line to the North Pole, which just had put in this past week. And so we're going to check it out. So let me see here. Now, I'm kind of nervous myself because I never really called the North Pole myself. So let me see here if I can get this lined up the right way. All right, we got the phone on. I'm just so nervous. I've never talked to Santa Claus before. Okay, dialing the North Pole. Oh, good, it's ringing. Okay, let's see if this works right. Oh, I hope the answer.
Telephone and Telegraph, how may I direct your call?
Yeah, can I speak to the jolly old elf himself? This is Derek from KOFO Radio. Can I talk to Santa Claus, please?
One moment, please.
Must be busy.
Merry Christmas. Who am I talking to?
Is this Santa?
This is Santa.
The Santa Claus?
The Santa Claus.
Santa, is Derek from KOFO Radio. How are you?
Derek, I'm doing well.
Awesome.
I hear you've been a good boy.
Yeah. You got that list, did you?
Yes, sir, I did.
Good. Well, Santa, it's great to have you on our North Pole, Santa Claus, KOFO, all kinds of holly jolly fun Santa Claus show. It's our first one ever, and we're so glad. I know you're extremely busy. I can't believe Christmas is 3 weeks from today.
It is close.
And it's coming soon. And I know you've received all kinds of letters from kids. I know you're working with the elves. I know you're working with the reindeer. You're making toys. I know you're busy, and we do appreciate your time. So we're just going to have a little bit of time with you tonight and over the next few nights to talk about Christmas. We're going to talk about the reason for the season. We're going to talk about toys. We're going to talk about your preparations and all kinds of stuff. But most importantly, we're going to talk about and read some of these letters that you've received from the kiddos here in our listening area who have already dropped those letters off. And, of course, you got those expressed from us, and you've had a chance to look some of those over. Check up against the Naughty and Nice list, I hope.
Yes.
They're all good, I'm sure. So we're going to hope that you share some of those with us here in the next couple of nights and a few nights. Actually, we're going to do this a lot between now and Christmas because there's a lot of kids with a lot of wish lists that are going to drop those off and have a lot of fun talking to Santa Claus. Oh, and by the way, Santa, if you don't mind, we're going to talk to a few kids as well on the phone and let you talk to them. Is that all right?
That would be wonderful.
Awesome. So that's what's going to happen on the Santa Claus show. And we're going to do that, like I said, for the next number of nights and have a great time. So without any further ado, Santa, let's just go ahead and cut right to the chase first. Do you have a letter handy that you want to read right out of the gate and make some kid's evening just happy?
Have a letter from Brecken.
Brecken. Okay, Brecken wrote in a letter to Santa Claus, and Santa Claus is going to read that letter. I hope Brecken and family are gathered around the radio to listen.
It is a beautiful letter. She starts off with, I love you.
That's always a good start.
It is. I really want to be on your lap next time I'm there, but Daddy needs to be in the picture still. I wish I could get lots and lots of Christmas candy canes. I love you 2 times, so you know I really love you a lot.
Just in case you didn't know, Santa, Brecken happens to love you.
She says that, your beard is better than my daddy's.
Well, that's saying something, I'm sure. I'm sure Dad's happy with that.
Okay.
So Brecken wrote in. Is there anything else that Brecken wants?
Well, it says our Christmas tree is up already, so you can put more presents under the tree. But make sure you tiptoe so Mommy and Daddy don't hear you. My birthday is Wednesday. Happy birthday, Brecken.
Wow.
I want to have a guinea pig, but don't tell Mom. She thinks they're gross. I'll be waiting for Christmas for you to bring these presents. And Brecken, age 5. Thank you very much, Brecken. And we'll see what we can do.
Now, Santa, I am sure one of the joys of being Santa Claus, as many, is that you get to travel around with live animals that you leave at kids' houses, puppies and kittens and like I said, guinea pigs and things like that. I bet it makes for a fun time, doesn't it?
It does. It's a wonderful time.
And you got to feed them on the way and all that kind of stuff. Do you have to make extra stops to let them do their business?
Every so often.
Oh, boy, you are so busy. All right. Well, Brecken, we hope that Santa can come through. We'll see what happens for you for Christmas, and we do appreciate you sending your letter here to the North Pole Express mailbox in care of KOFO. Do you have another letter you'd like to share with us, Santa?
Yes, I do. This is from Gabe. Gabe sent me a letter, says he wants to have a couple of fidget spinners and a scooter because he has been good, and it's signed Love, Gabe.
That's great. Fidget spinners, and what was the other thing?
A scooter.
Scooter. Okay, scooter. You know, that's something nowadays you kind of don't see that much. Well, I'm sure not like the scooter I used to have when I was a kid, was it, Santa? No, mine had metal wheels, and rocks used to make me stop instantly. Well, that's awesome. That's Gabe. That's a great letter, and we appreciate you dropping that off for Santa Claus. If you're just joining us, by the way, glad to have you along tonight on the first annual Santa Claus show here on KOFO. I'm Derek Chappell. We'll be with you till 7 o'clock tonight, by the way. So if you want to call and talk to Santa Claus, 242-1220 is the phone number. Santa be glad to talk to you tonight here on KOFO. And as I mentioned, we are on 103.7 FM, 1220, and you can gather around the computer, which, again, is weird for me to say because in the old days it was gather around the radio. Now you can gather around the computer and listen to Santa as well on our KOFO Radio YouTube page, so you can check that out as well. If you've got another letter, Santa, why don't we do that? And then we'll see if we get some phone calls. I think the phones might be lighting up a little bit here, and we'll see what we can do with phone calls. So go ahead if you have another one.
I have a letter here from Glenna. She says, Dear Santa, this year I want a puppy. I also want more dolls. I want also jewelry. Please respond. Thanks. Sincerely, Jenna. Thank you, Jenna.
That's a great letter.
It is.
That's a great... No, let me ask you this. When you get these letters from the kids and you read through them all, they're all so nice. They just love Santa Claus. Everybody loves you because you are just the universal symbol of love and joy and good. And that's just got to make you feel good.
It is. I get to be the representative of the giver.
Very nice.
And that is the heart of the giver, and it is something that brings me great joy.
Fantastic. That's a great. It's got to make you feel good. The other 364 days a year when you're working on those toys and getting things ready for the rest of the kids, got to make you feel good being the bringer of good stuff and happiness and to see these kids and to see these letters. And, of course, you see them all year round because you see them when they're sleeping. You see them when you're awake. So you know all is good, or maybe when not all is good sometimes. And, those kids they're always good in December, I assume. I assume they are. Pizza time, by the way, is 6:18. We're going to talk more with Santa Claus here and read some more letters. I think we have some phone calls lighting up the phone lines, so we'll let the kids talk to you here in just a little bit. If you're just joining us, it's the first ever Santa Claus show, and we'll tell you those sponsor locations in here in a little bit so you can drop off your letters with your kids, have Santa read them on the air as we kick off the Santa Claus show on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO. Santa, we're going to take a break. Come right back, all right?
All right.
All right. Stay tuned.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast. The KOFO Trading Post, brought to you by Kiken Auctions. Saturday mornings at 8 on 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
A burn ban is in effect for all 6 counties in the KOFO listening area: Franklin, Anderson, Douglas, Osage, Miami, and Lynn. The National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement for Miami and Lynn counties for an elevated fire hazard. Your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast tonight: mostly clear and a low of 27. Tomorrow, sunny, breezy, and a high of 48. Mostly clear tomorrow night, a low of 28. And Wednesday, mostly sunny and breezy again, and a high of 46. And it only gets worse from there. Wednesday night, partly clear, 23. Thursday, partly sunny skies, and a high of only 37 degrees on Thursday. Friday, sunny skies, and a high of 36. So the wind will continue as the weekend rolls in, sunny and 43. And then on Sunday, it gets a little better, sunny, and a high of 51 at KOFO.
El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Mexican dishes served right here in Ottawa. From appetizers to combination plates, specialty dishes to steak platters. And for los niños 12 and under, a fantastic kids menu. And don't forget their daily food and drink specials. El Sol Mexican Restaurant, open Monday through Thursday, 11 till 9. Friday and Saturday, 11 till 10. And Sunday, 11 till 3. At 210 South Main Street, right here in Ottawa. Find them online at ottawaelsolmexicanrestaurant.com.
Hey, this is Jake.
And this is Sheldon
From High Tech Relief Center.
We provide managed IT services to...
Whoa. It's IT.
Oh, man.
Well, just hit Control-Alt-Delete and start again.
We provide managed IT services to Ottawa and the surrounding area.
So if you need help with your wireless network, website, security cameras, or just have general computer issues,
Give High Tech Relief Center a call at 785-229-0541.
HTRCKC.com. Find us on Facebook at High Tech Relief.
Huge selection, the biggest savings, and the best customer service after you buy your vehicle. That's Bob Allen Ford, and now we're here in Ottawa, Kansas. The purchase experience is easy. Shop from the comfort of your home at Bob Allen Ford Ottawa and BobAllenFord.com. Select the inventory you would like to see, and we'll do the rest. From new F-150s to Explorers, Escapes, and Fusions, we've got you covered. Don't forget the pre-owned selection of low-mileage, under-warranty cars and trucks from all manufacturers. All Fords are created equal. It's your dealer that makes the difference. The difference is Bob Allen Ford here in Ottawa.
Hi, this is Bob Redeker, owner of Ponchos in downtown Ottawa. As you heard first here on KOFO, Ponchos is closing its doors on December 22nd so that we can return as Leon's in 2018. Until then, you can still enjoy all your favorites on the Ponchos menu. We want to thank you for your years of support, and we look forward to seeing you before our doors close in December and again when we reopen as Leon's in 2018. You can still dine in or carry out. Ponchos, serving you since 1982 at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Welcome back to KOFO's Santa Claus Show, 1220 and 103.7 FM. Derek Chappell with you on this Monday night. A little breezy out there. Sam, I'm glad you're not flying tonight. It would be a little tough out there with the wind the way it is.
We do well on the wind, though. The reindeer, they're well trained on such things, so we keep her going pretty good.
You know, I'm going to talk to you about reindeer here in just a little bit because I want to know a little bit more about them. So, I think we got a couple of calls holding now. So what I want to try and do here is get to the phones. Let me turn this down just a little bit, Santa. Okay, let me see here. Let's go to line 1. I believe, is this Emily on line 1?
Yeah.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
Good.
How old are you, Emily?
5.
You're 5 years old?
Mm-hmm.
Are you excited about Christmas?
Yeah.
It's coming soon, isn't it?
Yeah.
And have you been on the nice list?
Yeah.
What kind of things have you done to get ready for Christmas, Emily? Have you got a tree up?
No.
Not yet. Have you got lights up?
Yeah.
That's great. Have you made a list of things you might want Santa Claus to bring to you?
No.
Not yet. Do you have an idea?
Yeah.
Well, do you want to tell Santa? Because he's on the phone with us right now at the North Pole, and you can talk directly to Santa if you want to tell Santa what you'd like for Christmas. So, Emily, if you want to, go ahead and talk to Santa.
Hi, Emily. This is Santa.
Go ahead, Emily.
Hi, Santa.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
Good.
Good. What do you want for Christmas?
An American Girl doll.
American Girl doll. Those are pretty, aren't they?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Do you want anything else to go with your American Girl doll? Like a dress or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Emily, I think that's a great thing. You know, when my daughters were younger, they got American Girl dolls, and they played with them all the time. And don't tell anybody, but I played dolls with them too, okay? Emily, I thank you for calling tonight, and I hope you and your family have a very Merry Christmas, and I hope Santa brings you everything you might want, and I hope you have a great season, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for calling, Emily.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Santa, I think we have another call on line 2. I believe this is going to be Charlie. Let me see here. Is this Charlie on line 2?
It is.
Is this the Charlie I know?
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, Charlie. How are you?
Good.
What are you doing?
We just calling Santa.
Are you calling Santa? Do you want to talk to Santa Claus?
You have to say yes.
Yeah.
You do? Okay, well, I'm going to hear Santa Claus. He's on the phone. So, Santa, this is Charlie.
Hi, Charlie.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Good. Have you been good this year?
You have to use your words.
Yeah.
Good. What would you like for Christmas this year?
What do you want for Christmas? What were you going to tell him? Do you remember? You tell him Barbies.
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 I'm seeing a doll theme, Santa.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
Charlie, who's that in the background? Who's that talking as well? Do you have a little brother in the background?
Yeah? Is that your brother in the background? You have to use your words.
What's your brother's name?
Jace.
Jace. What does Jace want, you think? Because Jace is too small to tell Santa. What does Jace want?
Jace likes a lot of trucks, and he does like everything he likes.
He likes everything? Well, that makes it easy for Santa.
Yes, it does.
Charlie, I'm glad you called in, okay?
Hey.
All right. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, kiddo.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
Merry Christmas, Charlie.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right,
you.
Charlie. Talk to you later. Kind of fond of that call myself. That was my granddaughter. So it is 6:26 pizza time. Thank you, Santa, for talking to Charlie and Emily, of course. And I'm hearing a doll theme from the girls, which is a great thing.
Yes.
And I will say, here's the deal. Let me just say this, Santa. Maybe you can answer this question for me. When my daughters were younger, they had Barbies. They had American Girl dolls as well. Here's what happens with the dolls. Like Barbies, where do the clothes go? Because all of a sudden you end up with Barbies with no clothes, and they go somewhere. I have no idea to this day where all the Barbie clothes went.
They get recycled.
Oh, my gosh. You've got to have just like a pile of Barbie clothes there at the North Pole.
Yes, they do, and we send them back out again.
Well, listen, 242-1220 is the phone number. We'd love talking to the kids. Santa loves talking to the kids, of course. And again, we're so grateful for Santa to be with us because we know he's so busy at the North Pole. Do you realize Christmas is 3 weeks from today?
3 weeks.
Now, Santa, if I haven't started my Christmas shopping yet, is it too late?
No.
Okay, well, I better get after that.
And if you have any special requests, make sure you get them in the mailboxes and get them up to the North Pole.
You know, that's something else I was going to say. Now, the mailboxes that we have at our sponsor locations aren't just for the kids.
Nope.
If you're in your 50s like I am and you want to write to Santa and say, hey, Santa, here's what I want for Christmas, you'll take those letters, won't you?
Yep, I had a few Harley Davidsons on that list this year.
We'll even take phone calls, so it doesn't have to be kids calling in. You can be a big kid and call Santa if you want something for Christmas. Santa is at your disposal. Santa is on the telephone, and we're talking to Santa tonight on our inaugural Santa Claus show here on KOFO. Well, we'll wait for another call. Do you have another letter you'd like to share with us, Santa?
I got another one.
I tell you what, we had a ton of letters. We've had those Express, North Pole Express mailboxes out at these sponsor locations for about a week only. They haven't been out very long. And we went around, to check with the elves, and they said they have been stuffed. So they've just been sending letters to you right and left. I assume we know that.
Them. Yes, we do.
Oh, that's great. So keep them coming. Santa, go ahead and read us another one if you want.
I have a letter from J.D. Actually, I have two letters from J.D. He was kind of excited about Christmas. I love people or kids like J.D. that do get excited. This one says, Dear Santa, I want a Pokemon and a skateboard and 12 comics. He says he wants comic books about Star Wars and Pokemon. And he says, love JD. He even gave me his address and phone number.
Well, exactly. But like you need that. You know all the addresses anyway.
I know where they're all.
JD was just covering himself, just in case Santa might accidentally not. The GPS doesn't work. Here's where I live, Santa. So if you're going down the street, here's the address. You'll find it right on the side of my house. Now, I find it interesting that JD wanted exactly 12 of the comics.
Yes.
Not 13, not 11. 12.
One for every month.
So be sure. I'm sure you'll write that down. Be sure you got that covered. 12 comic books for JD. JD, thank you for writing in. And again, thank you also to Emily and Charlie so far for calling in. 242-1220 is our phone number. Santa, we're going to take another break. And when we come back, we'll take some more callers, and maybe we'll talk a little reindeer and talk a little food, because I know you're fond of that at the holidays.
Oh, love food.
Thank you for joining us on the Santa Claus Show here on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. Back more with Santa after this.
Hi, this is Bob Redeker, owner of Ponchos in downtown Ottawa. As you heard first here on KOFO, Ponchos is closing its doors on December 22nd so that we can return as Leon's in 2018. Until then, you can still enjoy all your favorites on the Ponchos menu. We want to thank you for your years of support, and we look forward to seeing you before our doors close in December and again when we reopen as Leon's in 2018. You can still dine in or carry out. Ponchos, serving you since 1982 at 429 South Main, downtown Ottawa.
Our goal at Leighton Real Estate is not to be the biggest real estate firm. Our goal is to be the best for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, an investor, or maybe downsizing, you'll want Leighton Real Estate's experience and knowledge with you every step of the way. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Leighton Real Estate, serving families in eastern central Kansas for the last 50 years. Call 785-883-2379. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or visit LeightonRE.com.
Seems anymore, everything is part of a chain. Department stores, restaurants, even medical clinics and hardware stores. There's one shining exception, however, Kansas State Bank. For 100 years, Kansas State Bank has been local people serving local people. Hometown people you know. If you really want your hard-earned money paying for a private jet for a billionaire CEO in New England, that's your business. If you think keeping your money right here in eastern Kansas is smarter, then you need to check out Kansas State Bank. MyKansasStateBank.com. Member FDIC. At DIY, we don't want you to have to wait for Black Friday to get Black Friday prices.
If it's not Black Friday, then what is it? Lavender Wednesday?
Oh, hi, Santa. What it is huge savings now without the wait. $69 for a 108-piece DeWalt socket set. Steel chainsaws from $179.99.
Periwinkle Tuesday.
Monday through Saturday from 7:30 to 7 and Sunday from 9 to 5. 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive in Ottawa. DIY Supply, your home base for home and farm improvement.
Cerulean Blue Monday.
You got a little rum in your noggin, don't you?
A little bit.
Pizza. The bald-headed, yellow-skinned guy behind me has just discovered pizza time.
Cheese bread, buffalo wings.
You'll be drooling, too, with every bite of everything on the menu. Know what makes pizza time the best?
Dough.
Yeah, that's right. Fresh-made dough gives pizza time pizza its wonderfully delicious flavor.
Beer, wonderful, glorious beer.
Got that, too. And with football season here, there's no better place to watch a game or go after you've played one.
Pizza, beer.
Close. It's pizza time. 208 South Main in Ottawa, 785-242-TIME.
And we're back on KOFO with the Santa Claus Show, 103.7 FM at 1220, our inaugural Santa Claus Show. And we have Santa again on the phone line at the North Pole. Santa, you heard a little bit ago, our forecast here is a little windy, but it's been warm. What are things like right now at the North Pole?
Oh, North Pole is always cold, but there in Santa Town and on the North Pole, it's pretty nice actually. For some reason, we are spared the heavy winds and the heavy snow. We do get snow. I like to say as a joke, it's still and clear. It's clear up to here and still coming down. You know,
you love the snow. You got to have the snow for Christmas and for Santa Claus. It wouldn't be Christmas without the snow. So I'm glad you're getting a little bit. We're not going to see any here for a while, but the temperatures are going to drop. Just to be sure, from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center, we'll check your forecast here again in just a little bit. But we're talking with Santa now at the North Pole, 242-1220. If you have a child around the radio or the computer there, again, you can hear us on KOFO.com. If you'd like to talk to Santa, we had Emily, who was 5, and Charlie, who was 3, a little bit ago, talking to Santa. And there's nothing better than having those little ones on the phone here with Santa from the North Pole. So feel free to give us a call at 242-1220. Our resident elf, Brian, will be answering the calls here, and he'll happy to take care of you and get you on the air with Santa Claus. Now, one other thing I want to do before we get to another letter, I noticed when you walked in, when I called you, I heard you eating, and I know you probably don't like to admit that too much this time of year, but let's talk about cookies, because I know this time of year when you're out on Christmas Eve, kids love to leave cookies. It's just tradition.
It is. Cookies are my favorite,
and so kids may be wondering, what kind of cookies do I leave for Santa? And I know you can't really say you have a favorite because they're all good. I'm a cookie connoisseur myself, Santa, but I can't get away with it because I don't wear the big red suit and have it's a bad thing. Tell me about the cookies. What kind of cookies is Santa looking for, and what's your favorite, if you would just admit that? The
standard is chocolate chip.
That's what you see the most?
That's what I see the most. It's hard to beat a good chocolate chip cookie. And to step it up a notch, you can throw some pecans in there.
Ooh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
That's very good.
So the milk, you get the milk with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, Santa, let me ask you this. I've always wondered this question. Okay, I've always wanted the answer to this question. Are you a dunker, or you just eat them straight out?
I'm a dunker.
That's awesome. Now, does it get your little white gloves all fuzzy and wet, though? How do you do that? Magic?
Magic.
Santa magic?
Santa magic.
The milk just runs right off.
Yes, it does.
Santa's a dunker. I've always wanted to know that. That's awesome. Love to hear that. Santa, we got a phone line open here right now. Actually, it looks like we've got somebody on the line, on line 1. Let's go to line 1 here. You're on the air with Santa Claus. Who am I talking to?
Ryan?
Is this Ryan?
Yeah.
Ryan, how are you?
Good.
And how old are you, Ryan?
7.
That's what I thought. Is anybody else there with you?
My brother, my mom, my big sister, and Reese.
And Reese, now how old is Reese?
5.
He's 5, and you're 7. All right, I'm going to let you talk to Santa Claus first, okay, Ryan?
Okay.
Merry Christmas, Ryan.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you. I always have a Merry Christmas. I love Christmas.
Good.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan, can you tell Santa what you might want for Christmas this year?
I want my dog to feel better.
Your dog to feel better?
And a what?
And a what? What was that last part?
Head. Huh?
What'd you say, your dog to feel better and what?
A potato head and a what?
And a watch? And a potato head? Man, you want all kinds of good stuff, right? Now, Ryan, let me ask you this for Santa, because I know he's going to want to know this, or he probably already does know this. Are you on the nice list, Ryan? Have you been good?
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Good answer. Good answer
Very
on
good
that
answer.
one.
Thank
Very
you.
good. Very good. Well, do you like talking to Santa?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to have for Christmas, Ryan? How about your brother Reese? What does he want?
You want to
I
put
don't know. I'll talk to him right now.
You want to put Reese on the phone? Hey, Reese, are you there? Hey, Reese, are you there?
No. This is for me.
Reese, can you hear me? All right, he's working on it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know, he's the 5-year-old. Hey, Reese, there you are. Hey, can you tell Santa what you want for Christmas?
Reading.
I think they're deciding on who's going to tell Santa what, right?
Yeah.
Well, Ryan and Reese, hey, you guys have a very Merry Christmas, okay? I'll let Santa tell you that.
Yep. Merry Christmas, Ryan. Merry Christmas, Reese.
242-1220 is our phone number. If you want to call and talk to Santa, just have your kid right by the phone and dial that number for them, and they can say Merry Christmas to Santa Claus. And that's what this is all about. We're having the Santa Claus Show on KOFO, something new this year, and we've started it for the first time, and happy to have Santa by phone with us from the North Pole, and we're going to be talking to Santa a lot this year. Let me do this real quick. Let me go over these locations one more time and tell you how this works. Again, we have KOFO North Pole Express mailboxes at various sponsor locations in our listening area, and the owners of these businesses have, through Santa, gracefully, have granted elf status to them for a few weeks before Christmas, which means when you put that letter in that mailbox, they have a magic way to send that straight to the North Pole, and it gets to Santa just like that. So here's where you want to go, and if you're a child listening now, tell your folks here's where you want to be taken, and if you're the parent, here's where you want to take the kids. Our sponsor, title sponsor location for the Santa Claus Show this year is Kansas State Bank, and we mentioned earlier that Santa's going to be there on December 15th. Bob Allen Ford in South Ottawa, Morningstar Care Homes in Ottawa and Baldwin City, the Ottawa Recreation Commission over at 15th and Ash, DIY Supply in South Ottawa. If you're downtown, you can go by Pizza Time. You can drop in at Sears. You can also stop at High Tech Relief Center or El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Those are some of our downtown locations. Leighton Real Estate in Wellsville, and right there, just by the river downtown, Liberty Pond and Gold, First and Main. They'll take care of you there, and they've got the mailbox as well. So those are our locations. Drop off your letters, and we will read them on the air with Santa Claus. And we're going to read some more here in just a little bit. Take a look at more of our forecast here coming up from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center as we continue with the Santa Claus Show on KOFO 103.7 FM.
El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Authentic Mexican dishes served right here in Ottawa. From appetizers to combination plates, specialty dishes to steak platters. And for los niños 12 and under, a fantastic kids menu. And don't forget their daily food and drink specials. El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Open Monday through Thursday, 11 till 9. Friday and Saturday, 11 till 10. And Sunday, 11 till 3. At 210 South Main Street, right here in Ottawa. Find them online at OttawaElSolMexicanRestaurant.com.
It's a choice many of us will be faced with. What to do when a parent, a spouse, or another loved one can no longer take care of themselves. There is an answer. Morningstar Care Homes. With real homes in residential neighborhoods, Morningstar Care Homes provides professional, individualized care for seniors dealing with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or other memory-related issues. Previously known as Comfort Care Homes, Morningstar will provide the same compassionate, home-style care you've come to know and expect. Call 785-594-2603 or visit online at MorningstarCareHomes.com.
Chad Bruner, Director of the Ottawa Recreation Commission.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission would like to thank all of our volunteers for their service and helping with the ORC. These individuals play an important role in everything we do here. The time and effort the volunteers put in help us achieve our goals. From all the ORC staff and board members, the ORC would like to recognize and say thank you to all the volunteers, both past and present, for their service. Thank you.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission, bringing recreation to life.
Hey, this is Jake.
And this is Sheldon.
From High Tech Relief Center.
We provide managed IT services to...
Whoa. It's IT.
Oh, man.
Well, just hit Control-Alt-Delete and start again.
We provide managed IT services to Ottawa and the surrounding area.
So if you need help with your wireless network, website, security cameras, or just have general computer issues,
give High Tech Relief Center a call at 785-229-0541.
HTRCKC.com. Find us on Facebook at High Tech Relief.
Our goal at Leighton Real Estate is not to be the biggest real estate firm. Our goal is to be the best for you. Whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, an investor, or maybe downsizing, you'll want Leighton Real Estate's experience and knowledge with you every step of the way. Your satisfaction is our top priority. Leighton Real Estate, serving families in eastern central Kansas for the last 50 years. Call 785-883-2379. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or visit LeightonRE.com.
Like Liberty Pond and Gold is the best place to get the whole gang Christmas presents. Oh yeah? Ready, run and roll? Zoinks! I got the gang shotguns, PlayStations, and diamond necklaces. And Ruby Rats? Sorry, old pal. They have everything but your snacks. Come on, let's head to Liberty Pond and Gold at First and Main in Ottawa, and I'll get you something. Ready, roll. Ruby, Ruby, roll. Like, slow down, old pal.
Welcome back to the Santa Claus Show here on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. Also online at KOFO.com via our YouTube page. You can hear us and gather around the computer, radio. Doesn't matter. Go sit in the car, however you can do it, because we have a direct line to the North Pole. We've been chatting with Santa Claus, the jolly old elf himself, since 6:07. We're going to do this again numerous times before Christmas. And a matter of fact, we'll do it again tomorrow night. And I think again Thursday night of this week. And then next week it may be a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. We'll kind of get into that as we go. But I know we've got OU basketball on Wednesday. And then we've got Ottawa High basketball on Friday. So I know this week it's going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday that you can hang out with us here on the Santa Claus Show. And again, like we mentioned before the break, drop those letters off for the kiddos in the mailboxes at our various sponsor locations. You can find those locations on our Facebook page. You can also find them on our website. And we will mention them again before we get off the air tonight here on the Santa Claus Show at 7 o'clock. So just a great time and love. It's an honor for me, to be honest with you, to be able to talk to Santa Claus. Santa, again, we want to thank you for your time. I know you're busy. We talked a little bit earlier about the cookies and your favorites, chocolate chip, you dunk the milk, all that stuff, but we didn't talk about your reindeer. Now, the reindeer, let me see if I can do this, okay, because I'm going to try and do this from memory, and I've loved them since I was a kid. You tell me if I get this right, okay? It's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and then, of course, you got the big shiny nose on Rudolph there.
You got it.
Did I get them?
Right. You got it 100%.
They're so awesome. Are they good? Are they good all year round?
They are. They can be a little ornery. They like to have fun. We do a lot of reindeer games and that kind of stuff, and it's always enjoyable.
And you let Rudolph play, right?
Yes, he does.
Nice. Well, okay, so let me ask you this. I know you get the cookies. Do your reindeer get food when they're out and about on Christmas Eve?
Carrots.
Carrots.
They love carrots and apples, not quite as much as carrots, but right next to it. They love the apples, sliced apples, especially the green apples, the Granny Smiths.
Oh, they like those.
Yes, they do.
They like those. So, kids, remember, for the reindeer, it's the carrots. For Santa, it's the cookies. So be sure in the milk. So
don't get those mixed up.
Don't get those mixed up, because there's nothing worse than a chocolate chip cookie with a carrot chaser. So, so we talk about that's on Christmas Eve. The rest of the year, you gotta, you keep that, belly full of jelly going, I assume, with Mrs. Claus's meals.
Mrs. Claus is one of the best cooks in the world.
What kind of things do you like that Mrs. Claus makes for you?
Oh, she makes one of the best lasagnas there is.
Santa and lasagna. I'm just trying to draw a picture on that. Santa with a big lasagna platter. So lasagna is a favorite for Mrs. Claus.
Lasagna.
For you, huh?
Yep. We also do a Southern style buttermilk chicken that's baked.
Can I come eat with you at the North Pole, Santa?
You are certainly invited.
If I knew how to get there, I would. It's the strangest thing.
Give me a call. I'll just come pick you up.
On this hotline right here.
Yes, sir.
All right, Santa, I think we have some more letters that have been dropped off at our sponsor locations, the North Pole Express mailbox, from various kids in the community. And if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to have you read some more.
Would love to. Here's a letter from Harper. She drew me a beautiful, beautiful picture, and I just love it. And we get so many pictures, it kind of fills my office up. But the special pictures we put out in the hallway and next to the workshop, so everybody can join them. And that's where I'm going to put Harper's picture.
I picture you with a giant refrigerator and about 1 million pictures on there too. I can just see that. So.
Lots of magnets. All right. We also have a letter from Kinsley. She wishes me a Merry Christmas, and I greatly appreciate that. She says, "Have a holly jolly Christmas."
Oh, that's great.
And that is exactly what I'm planning on doing. I always do.
Now, in those letters, did they ask for anything, or they just say Merry Christmas and all that?
No, they just they're so sweet.
Well, that's fantastic.
They're so sweet.
I mean, you got to love that when the kids don't even ask for anything. They just send Santa a nice picture or a nice letter.
It is beautiful. And those are the kids that I reserve special presents for.
Nice. Those go right to the nice list.
Yes, they do.
No question about that.
Yes, they do.
So, again, with the letters that come in to you, Santa, from the kids, what do you see mostly from, let's say, on the girls' side of things, when they request things from Santa? What do you see mostly from the girls?
Mostly dolls.
Yeah?
Dolls. They enjoy dolls.
Okay.
And it's a very good thing for girls to like dolls. They enjoy those and a lot of play acting. It's always fun to watch.
Nice. So on the boys' side, what do you see on the letters from the boys?
Sports stuff.
Sports stuff?
Sports stuff, racing, baseball, football, lacrosse every so often.
Right. I'm assuming you see a lot of electronic requests.
Yes, I do.
Nintendos and Game Boys and PlayStations and things like that.
Yes, a while back it wasn't that way, but now with all the electronic doodads and gizmos and whatchamacallits, yep, we have a lot of those.
I'm assuming that keeps the elves very busy putting the electronics together.
Yes, it does. We've had to have a whole new training program. It's been amazing to get. You're sending elves off to electronic technician school.
It's the elf IT department.
Absolutely.
That's got to be a whole new segment. That's a great thing.
It is. It is, and it's rivaling our mail department these days.
Well, I mentioned that. Do you get? I assume you get letters from kids, maybe electronically. You get email letters from them as well?
Yes, we get email letters as well.
And then you print those off and put those on the fridge too, huh?
Yes, we do.
Anyway, they can get it there. That's the coolest thing. We're giving them the avenue to do it with the North Pole Express mailbox here at KOFO and our sponsor locations, and that's what the Santa Claus Show is all about. And we do hope you're enjoying and you're getting your kids around the radio and you can listen to Santa Claus, talk to them. 242-1220 is our phone number. We have a line open now. If you'd like to call and talk to Santa Claus at the North Pole, you can do so tonight. You can wait and do it tomorrow night if you want to do it then. And again, we'll do Santa Claus Show again on Thursday. So, and I think, Santa, correct me if I'm wrong. Now, when we talked to you earlier about the Santa Claus Show, and we talked about having you on the air, you mentioned that Mrs. Claus may join us sometime this week as well.
Very much so.
That would be fantastic. I have never spoken to Mrs. Claus.
Very few people have, and she has such a beautiful voice, too. It's fun to talk with her.
Well, she's always making your food, or she's probably taking care of the reindeer, or cook. Does she cook for all the elves, too?
No. We have a cafeteria there, and we have a whole cooking staff
Wow, that's awesome. So she just takes care of you and your food needs.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Well, hopefully we can get her on the air, I think, this week.
I think we will.
Do you think we might be able to talk to an elf or two?
We got a couple available.
I know they're busy. I know they're very busy.
They are very busy. We're coming up on the busy. I mean, we're
it's crunch time.
It is. It is crunch time.
3 weeks from today.
3 weeks from
Christmas.
today.
So 3 weeks from last night, you're flying all over the place.
Yeah. Now
the
way we schedule this though through the years is, we got a pretty good idea of what the kids want, the children want, and then at this time of year is when we start doing the special order stuff.
Gotcha.
And it's
okay.
It can be pretty busy. Last year we were fixing and making toys right up to takeoff time.
I bet so. Throw them right in and then you go.
Yep.
Right? Yep. Awesome. Well, Santa, we're going to take our final break of the Santa Claus Show tonight. Coming up, pizza time right now is 6:50, 10 minutes before the hour of 7 o'clock, and we'll be here with Santa by phone from the North Pole here on the Santa Claus Show until 7. Give us a call if you want to talk to Santa, 242-1220. The Santa Claus Show, exclusively heard on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Here's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast.
Join me, Dave Edwards, every Sunday morning at 7:10 for The Witness, a half hour of the best in bluegrass gospel music. The Witness on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
Here's the exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center. The burn ban is in effect still for all 6 counties in the KOFO listening area. The National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement for Miami and Lynn counties for an elevated fire hazard. Tonight, mostly clear skies, an overnight low of 27. Tomorrow, sunny and breezy and a high of 48. Tomorrow night, clear and 28. And Wednesday, mostly sunny and breezy again and a high of 46. So that burn ban is going to be in effect for a few days. Wednesday night, partly clear and a low of 23. And on Thursday, partly sunny, a high of 37. Looking at the rest of the week, Thursday night, partly clear and a low of 21. And on Friday, mostly sunny skies and a high of 36. That's your exclusive KOFO Weather Center forecast from the Bob Allen Ford Weather Center.
Huge selection, the biggest savings, and the best customer service after you buy your vehicle. That's Bob Allen Ford, and now we're here in Ottawa, Kansas. The purchase experience is easy. Shop from the comfort of your home at Bob Allen Ford Ottawa and BobAllenFord.com. Select the inventory you would like to see, and we'll do the rest. From new F-150s to Explorers, Escapes, and Fusions, we've got you covered. Don't forget the pre-owned selection of low-mileage, under-warranty cars and trucks from all manufacturers. All Fords are created equal. It's your dealer that makes the difference. The difference is Bob Allen Ford here in Ottawa.
Some of the luckiest people in America live right here in eastern Kansas. That's because we have something few others do. A local bank that's not part of a large conglomerate. Kansas State Bank. For 100 years, Kansas State Bank has remained your local bank. With bankers and tellers you're just as likely to see at church as at the bank. People you know, people who know you. When Glenn H. Hill started this bank 100 years ago, he was intent on creating a bank by Kansans for Kansans. And it's still that way today. It's truly our bank. Member FDIC.
Like Liberty Pawn and Gold is the best place to get the whole gang Christmas presents. Oh yeah? Really run and roll? Zoinks! I got the gang shotguns, PlayStations, and diamond necklaces. And Ruby Racks? Sorry, old pal. They have everything but your snacks. Come on, let's head to Liberty Pawn and Gold at First and Main in Ottawa, and I'll get you something. Ready to roll. Ruby, Ruby, Roo. Like, slow down, old pal.
It's a choice many of us will be faced with. What to do when a parent, a spouse, or another loved one can no longer take care of themselves. There is an answer. Morningstar Care Homes. With real homes in residential neighborhoods, Morningstar Care Homes provides professional, individualized care for seniors dealing with Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or other memory-related issues. Previously known as Comfort Care Homes, Morningstar will provide the same compassionate home-style care you've come to know and expect. Call 785-594-2603 or visit online at morningstarcarehomes.com.
Pizza. The bald-headed, yellow-skinned guy behind me has just discovered pizza time.
Cheese bread, buffalo wings.
You'll be drooling, too, with every bite of everything on the menu. Know what makes pizza time the best?
Dough!
That's right. Fresh-made dough gives pizza time pizza its wonderfully delicious flavor.
Beer, wonderful, glorious beer.
Got that, too. And with football season here, there's no better place to watch a game or go after you've played one.
Pizza, beer.
Close, it's pizza time. 208 South Main in Ottawa, 785-242-TIME.
I cannot believe how fast an hour goes when you talk to Santa Claus live from the North Pole. Derek Chappell with you on the Santa Claus Show on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. I'm at the Bob Allen Ford Studios. Santa is at the North Pole in Winter Wonderland and getting ready for Christmas, which is 3 weeks from today, by the way. If you haven't done your shopping, be sure and get that started and shop local and shop often this holiday season. Santa, I just can't imagine the beehive of activity you've got going at the North Pole right now.
Oh, everything is a buzz.
I mean, it's just got to be here, there, and everywhere. Do the elves work in shifts? Is it
yes, we work in shifts. We have schedules set out. We have department heads and regular department head meetings and keep things organized. It goes pretty smoothly, actually.
That's fantastic. Well, it has to.
Yeah,
I mean,
it does.
There's no other way you could do this. Santa, do you have another letter you'd like to read for us before we get away from the top of the hour here? I want to get
a few more, yes.
As many of these letters in as I can.
I would like to throw out a reminder, though.
Yes.
Husbands, 3 weeks to go.
Oh, good call. Yes. And they like shiny.
Yes, they do.
Yes, women like shiny.
Yeah. All right. I have a letter from Alex. Alex says, Dear Santa, I want racetracks with race cars. And he drew me a beautiful picture, basically what he's looking for.
Racetrack and race cars. That's cool. Love that. I bet along with the electronics and the sports stuff, the other kind of thing you get from the boys is trucks and cars and things like that.
Trucks and cars and stuff and construction stuff. A lot of boys like to build things, and that's a wonderful thing. It develops creativity and it's just and some of the things you get are just beautiful. My son used to build things.
That's cool. You got another one, Santa?
Yes, I do. It says, Dear Santa, this is from Cash. And Cash says that he wants a Nintendo Switch and a Super Mario Odyssey for Christmas.
That's kind of cool.
Yep.
I would like that.
And then, I have a long letter from Randy.
Okay, go ahead.
Dear Santa, for Christmas this year, I want some Super Mario stuff to collect. I have been very good this year at home and at school, working hard and helping my family put up Christmas tree stuff in the shop. And my mom, Becky, had purchased here in Ottawa a Christmas tree. I hope you are happy for me. I am very, very happy for you, Randy. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas this year. Love, your little helper, Randy.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is wonderful. Thank you, Randy.
That is so cool. You know, one thing, and maybe we can talk about this tomorrow night, Santa, a little bit more, too, is when you get letters from kids and they say what they want and they say what they want, I assume you get letters from kids sometimes that they want things for other people, and I think that's got to be just an amazing feeling, too.
That can bring Santa to tears.
Yeah?
Because that's what Christmas is all about.
Exactly.
That is the reason for the season. like I said before, I'm the representative of the heart of giving.
Mm-hmm.
And the ultimate gift, of course, is Jesus.
Exactly. And that's what it's all about. And when you get those letters from those kids that say, they want this or they want that, but they also want this for a grandparent, or they want this for a brother, or they want this for somebody else, then they also understand what this is all about.
Yep. And when they pick someone who is in need, and they would say things like, "Please don't bring me a present, give it to this person," and those are special kids.
That's fantastic, and I love when you get those, I'm sure, and I'm sure you share those with everybody at the North Pole, and just makes everybody feel great.
It is a celebration.
Well, Santa, I tell you what, we're getting close. I can't believe we're getting close to the top of the hour here, and we're going to have to go for tonight. I'm going to have to let you go because I know you've got plenty to do, but you'll be back with us tomorrow. Same time, 6:07, following ABC and then local news. And we will dial you up again on this same hotline we have to the North Pole, and we will talk to you again tomorrow night. So I really appreciate you being here. We'll get, I assume you have more letters that have come in.
Many more. Many more.
We'll share those tomorrow. We'll also take more phone calls again at 242-1220. And I know you love talking to the kiddos on the phone.
I do, very much so.
Well, we'll do that more tomorrow night on the Santa Claus Show. Again, I encourage you to stop by the following locations with your child. Drop off at the North Pole Express mailbox that we have located. Our title sponsor, Kansas State Bank in Ottawa, Bob Allen Ford in South Ottawa, Morningstar Care Homes in Ottawa and Baldwin City, the Ottawa Recreation Commission at 15th and Ash, DIY Supply in South Ottawa, Pizza Time downtown, also Sears downtown. If you're in Wellsville, drop by Leighton Real Estate. You can also go by High Tech Relief Center in downtown Ottawa, El Sol Mexican Restaurant, and Liberty Pond of Gold also in downtown. So we want to thank all of our sponsors for setting up the North Pole Express mailboxes and for helping out. Our next Santa Claus show is going to be tomorrow night on KOFO at 6:07, and other dates can be found on our website and on our Facebook page. So we thank our sponsors. We thank you, Santa Claus. We'll let you get going.
Thank you.
And we will talk to you tomorrow, and we will talk to you again tomorrow night on the Santa Claus Show, exclusively heard on KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
You've been listening to The Santa Claus Show. Tune in to KOFO 103.7 FM and 1220 AM on select nights at 6 from now until Christmas Eve. Check the KOFO Facebook page to find out which nights host Derek Chappell will be talking to the man in the big red suit. The Santa Claus Show was brought to you today by title sponsor Kansas State Bank and in part by DIY, Bob Allen Ford, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, Morningstar Care Homes, Pizza Time, Sears Hometown Store, Leighton Real Estate, Liberty Pond and Gold, High Tech Relief Center, and El Sol Mexican Restaurant. Drop your letters off at any of those locations and tune in next time as Santa reviews your letters. From everyone at KOFO, we wish you a joyous holiday season.
Information and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Chuck Sievertson. President Trump's legal team is saying the reasons for firing FBI Director James Comey do not constitute obstruction of justice. ABC News Chief Legal Analyst Dan Abrams.
If it can be proven that the president knew that Flynn lied or misled under oath, that's not helpful to him in the context of a possible obstruction of justice investigation. The more the president knew about exactly what Mike Flynn said to the FBI